Welcome to Dancing with the Odds. It's October 17th, 2024. I'm Dennis Truska. I'm here with my fellow Red Dads, Aaron Patterson and Shaun Thompson. What's up, guys?
Yeah, hey, how's it going?
Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel to ensure you never miss more awesome content. Yeah, there you go.
Here.
We got it.
There.
We got it.
Right there. Hit it. Push it.
Somewhere.
Push
All
it.
right. Yeah, push that button. We're up to 37. We're up to 37. Not
Let's
bad.
get to 50.
We're climbing.
Yeah.
We had our
Getting
most
there.
views for an episode ever. We get a lot of views on the shorts. Those are starting to really hit. So thank you all for watching those. But we did have like 40-something views for our last episode.
Let's get to 50 subscribers this week, huh?
But get to 50 subscribers. I think we can,
people.
right? We only need 13 more. Come on, guys. Help us out. Help us out.
Should
Hit
be
the
easy.
subscribe button.
Duh.
It's just a click of a button.
Right. Come on.
right.
You were going to watch it anyway. Hit the button.
Yeah, you're there. I mean, if we had 47 views, that could have been 47 subscribers, right? All right. So good show again this week, guys. Second week in a row, we won.
Yeah.
Another winning week. Look at us. We know what we're
getting
doing.
there. We're trying.
Not really, but we are getting
Heater.
there. We're trying. A heater. I like that. We are on a heater. So one quick update before we get into our bets and how we did and all that. We still haven't recorded our Anchors Away yet. I just want to make sure everyone knows we have not forgotten. We owe our part of the bet. We're going to do it. We just haven't had a chance to all be in the same place at one time so that we can record a 2.5-minute fucking fight song.
We have to do the whole thing.
Well, I say we just do the... I say we just do the first verse.
I think so.
It's probably enough because if it's usually the services, we sing the first verse together.
That's fair.
So I don't think we need to keep going. I'm just gonna say that and make the executive decision because I don't want to sing the whole thing.
I like it.
I like it.
All right, cool. Another thing I wanted to say about our YouTube channel as we continue to try to grow this thing, we passed 9,000 views yesterday.
Yeah,
so
thank you, everyone.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. 9,000. That is awesome. All right. So we continue to improve.
We've been 3-1 the past 2 weeks, so winning some money.
Yeah. So even on the end, even with the bets we're bringing to the table, all of us were over 500 this week.
Yeah.
Shaun, you and I were 3-2.
Nice.
Aaron, you were 4-1.
Mark.
Woohoo! Yeah. So overall on the year, Aaron's beating us. He's 20-18, followed by Shaun 19-17, followed by Dennis 18-19.
One game back.
We're all like a win apart from each other.
Right there.
Yep, one game back. Right. So I'm happy with this. It's an upward trend.
I think moving to the straight
going in the
bet
right
has
direction.
been a definite game changer for sure. So 100%. No,
I would agree.
That's helped a lot.
It has helped a lot. And if you think about it, like how many of these parlays did we miss on because of one leg?
Yeah.
A lot.
Lots of them. All of them. Most of them.
Now, we did have a fun little Monday night bet that we tried to squeeze in for a very low amount just to have fun with it. And Josh Allen didn't run the fucking ball.
Not at all.
Like at all.
Yeah.
Damn it.
They did the opposite of
I thought
what
they
we
were
thought
going to
they
run
were
the ball.
going to do. Throwing the ball around with the wind.
Yeah.
You could tell it was windy, too.
Oh, yeah.
Jerseys were
There
blown
were just a lot of short passes. So
Zerline couldn't kick the ball at all.
It's great.
Yeah.
Anything to watch the Jets lose is
ridiculous.
Fine. So.
That's right. And it's going to, so. All right, well, we can get into it. So real quick. So DWTO, we were 3-1 as a podcast, and we are 13-17 overall, which Shaun and I, before we jumped on, and we were like 0-10 at one point. So that means we've been 13-7 since then.
They're definitely getting better.
Aaron, what are we on?
Yes.
We're on a heater, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. Let's keep it going. All right, so without further ado, we have kids to pick up tonight. We have kids to drop off at dance. So we're gonna we're gonna dive right into the bets here. So, Shaun, if you want to kick us off with some college bets.
Had some good success last week. I think I missed my LSU Ole Miss. I think they went over, like heavily went over, which whatever, that's fine. But anyway,
They did.
I'm gonna stick with Army. They utterly I can't remember who they played last week, but it wasn't a good team. They play in the American Athletic Conference, which isn't a good conference, but they are just trucking people left and right this year. They are a solid football team.
Very good
their
team.
offense
Very good
is
team.
lights out. They're playing East Carolina this week, which I don't see as being I see it being another speed bump in the road for them this year. So they are currently minus 15.5, which I like. I contemplated over 17.5, which gets us into the plus range on the odds there. But this is, I think, minus 105. So I like Army winning by at least 3 touchdowns. I think they're gonna run roughshod over ECU. It is away, but whatever. Army's a good football team this year. And then
The offense seems unstoppable.
They just can't. Right.
They're just
and
running over everybody.
Well, there's talk about them being potentially in the college football playoff.
Absolutely. It would be
that would
cool.
actually be really cool. That'd be very cool.
I think that kind of game can just wear on teams, and they just wear you down and wear you down. And I think they're gonna win by 20 plus personally. So my second game, going back to the Bayou Bengals with LSU, they're a 1.5 favorite at Arkansas. Arkansas has been playing teams pretty tough, and so they can't remember, did LSU win or lose last week? I can't remember now. But anyway, LSU is going to win the game. Did they win?
They won.
So I think LSU wins the game. And I think they win by probably a whole bit more than a 1.5. I mean, they're a way better team than Arkansas is, but Arkansas does play teams pretty tough. So I think that's a little low, but I'm gonna take LSU at minus 1.5. That's all I got. I only got 4.
Fayetteville's a tough place to play.
Yep.
Ask Tennessee. Tennessee went in there and lost to them.
But I think I don't know. Maybe LSU travels well. It's just it's just straight shot north basically from Louisiana there. So yeah.
LSU's a good team.
They are.
So we'll see. Yeah,
despite their coach.
So that's what I got this week. So.
Awesome. Thanks, Shaun. You got Aaron? It's all you, man.
Oh, well, let's go to my first game that I wanted to touch on. Iowa State against UCF. So it's a home game for Iowa State. It's a 13.5 point spread in favor of Iowa State, which I really like. Iowa State's playing really good, and I know they kind of burned us last year once or maybe twice.
Yes.
This is not the same kind of team. And UCF is bad. They've got a good, I shouldn't say good, they've got a decent rushing attack, but other than that, they're not good. Last week, their starting quarterback they benched, and then they put their second string quarterback in for 4 plays, and then benched him, and now they're going to be playing their third string quarterback, which is evidently a castaway from Miami. So not a good situation for UCF to go into a hostile environment of Ames and play the 15th ranked defense. And I think Iowa State is 7th or 9th? So, no, they're 9th. Wow. It's going to be a tough game for UCF. I think Iowa State can cover that 14 points. 13.5, 14 points. Second game I've got Utah at home, 3.5 point favorite against TCU. I've apparently got something against 3-lettered colleges this weekend. But TCU got beat too. They had a bye week last week, but I don't think it matters. They got beat by a bad Houston team 2 weeks ago. Utah's really strong against the pass, which TCU is good throwing the ball, but I think Utah's defense has the edge there. They don't have
and
a
they're
rushing
coming
attack.
off an upset loss to
Yes,
my Sun
Arizona
Devils.
State.
Mm-hmm.
It's a home game for Utah. They've got a lot to play for. They're missing Cam Rising, but
That might be a good thing.
yes,
He did not play well.
The kid they got in, I can't remember what his name is, the quarterback that they're running with now, has experience playing. I think he played earlier in the year against Oklahoma State. So he's got experience. It shouldn't rattle him too much. Not a lot of experience, but one of the things that I saw that was kind of interesting on this game was TCU is a very sloppy team. They're giving the ball away 1.5 times a game, and they're averaging 6.6 penalties per game. So I think Utah's defense can take advantage of the sloppiness, get some turnovers, play with the short field, give that, take the pressure off of that new kid that's starting at quarterback. And I think 3.5 should be easy for them to take care of.
I like that one, actually. Actually, as if I didn't expect you to provide a bet that I would like. The guy that has the best overall.
I hate it.
All makes sense. Yep.
Good stuff. All right. So I'll jump into mine. So I did 3-3 this week because apparently I feel like I got to catch up to you guys or something, which is probably just going to put me further behind the 8 ball. But first game, I got Ohio State -3. Whoa, that was last week. Hold on, I'm looking at the wrong things here. Sorry about that, folks. I'm like, wait, Ohio State. All right.
We're playing Oregon again.
Wrong Oregon. Well, it's still an Oregon game. I was looking at my wrong notes for Oregon, and it's Purdue +27.5 versus Oregon. I just think it's a solid bet here. Oregon usually wins by 50 in normal conditions, but I feel like this could be one of those trap games. Big physical win over Ohio State. Short week travel. Big Ten teams traveling at least 2 time zones are 3-10 straight up and 4-9 against the spread this season. Purdue had that quarterback change last weekend. Ryan Brown threw for almost 300 yards, 3 scores, rushed for 118 yards in his first ever start. Almost upset Illinois. They came back from 24 points behind to lose by 1 in overtime. It's just a spirited team. I feel like they play with a lot of moxie. Oregon, on the other hand, it's just one of those games that it could be a letdown. I could just see Purdue. I don't think Purdue's going to beat Oregon, but staying within 4 touchdowns, I think is very plausible, especially for
27.5.
And the line has
it's
moved
a big spread,
up,
right?
Actually. It's now plus 28.5. It's moved up a point.
Oh, God, I like it even more. So more than 4 touchdowns, right? Maybe a 2-point conversion in there or something. But yeah, anyway, so that's my first one. I also looked at Miami at Louisville over 61. I mean, Cam Ward, the guy's just like throwing touchdowns. He has 20. He's leading the nation. They have the number 1 total offense right now. Miami does. Their defense has been equally generous. They're giving up a lot of points, man. A lot of big plays too. They give up those explosive plays. The shootout against Virginia Tech, they gave up 34. Cal scored 38 on them, right? And then Jeff Brohm's pretty good, pretty good play caller on the other side, and I think they'll have a good plan.
And the line is down
to counter Miami
more. It's 59.5.
That one's down. I'm thinking they were.
What do they know?
I'm gonna change that. What do they know, man? I like the over on this one. The last one I put on here was as you guys can see, I'm wearing a hat with my Sun Devils are upside down.
And it's backwards.
I'm calling this and backwards. This is my Sun Devils are in duress hat. It's kind of like when you hang the flag upside down to let people know you're in trouble. Jeff Sims is starting for us this weekend, so all the Nebraska fans out there know how bad a deal this is.
That's brutal.
So we opened at 2.5-point underdogs. We're now up to 5 points. I mean, initially I put Cincinnati money line on this, but I might take ASU +5 because they still really do have a decent defense
on how many interceptions he throws. There is not.
That's a great question. That could be it. I did not look at it.
There's not.
But there are a couple things.
I'm going to set it at 2.
Yeah. It's too high. It doesn't make any sense. So So Jeff Sims is starting quarterback. That's the number one thing going against us. And then it's an early morning kickoff. So it's 11 a.m. Central Time, which is 9 a.m. Tempe time. And this is our first year I'm saying I am a Sun Devil. Okay. This is our first year in the Big 12. So there's a lot more games like this. They usually play at night. Pac-12, right? Pac-12 after dark, that kind of stuff. So this is their first
morning game,
early day game, and then it's a morning game. So really curious how they're gonna react to that. So I don't know. I could go either way. I kind of like the ASU +5, but I feel better going Cincinnati money line. So
all right,
those are my picks. What do you guys think for college? What is standing out?
Both the Aarons are sound good. I will say though, I do like the Army at 15.5. So
I do too. Might actually be my favorite one.
What if we bump that one to 17 like he was talking about?
Yeah.
Do an alt spread on it?
Yeah, you don't even have to twist my arm. Just put it to 17.
What we got here.
Let's do it.
Alternate spread. I was gonna.
And I kind of like that Miami
on the over. Yeah, that's not a bad one either. Should we do 3 college, and then we could drive over on Sunday and just put the pro ones in, depending how we do on Saturday?
We could do that.
Yeah, so 17.5 is +112 for Army.
Yeah.
And then, okay, so we got that.
Okay. I say we do that, 17.5. I like it. Aaron?
Yeah.
Or do you want to keep it at 17?
I think 17.5 is fine. NFL's going to suck. I
wasn't wild about it. We could just do one.
It was another week
NFL
of like,
game too, you know?
I don't know.
We could go 3. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We can do it. It's our podcast. We can do whatever we want. Make our own fucking rules.
This is true.
There are no rules. There are no rules.
All right, so
hey, put your shirt back on. There's one rule.
We got any USG soccer going on?
I've been failing our I know.
No wonder. It's no wonder we're not getting any listeners from Belgium.
I know. Yeah. Well, if they start listening again, maybe I'll pay attention.
Keeping us on track. We have dance carpool coming up.
Oh yeah, 15 minutes. Shit. Okay.
All right. So Army 17.5. Are we going to do the Miami Louisville over 59.5? Was that the other one? All right. We're going to go for a third college. Yeah. All right. What do you guys like?
I like the Iowa State one of yours, Aaron. They're gonna make it up to us.
I'm in. They're gonna make it up to us. This is their chance to get in our good graces.
Like it.
I still don't ever want to go to Ames.
It's not going to be against UCF, for God's sake.
No, come on, no way.
UCF is bad.
No way. The ghost of Scott Frost will.
Isn't Scott Frost coaching at ASU now?
Even more. I even forgot about that.
No, everyone loves to say that. No, he is not. He's like, I feel like he's in the NFL somewhere as a consultant.
Gotcha.
Talk about failing forward, man. Anyways.
All right.
This fucking sucks. All right, let's go into the NFL. Are you still looking at bets over there?
I got it. I'm just trying to save them here so I don't lose them. But I'll be good.
Yep. Aaron, you want to start with NFL?
Yeah, I didn't really get a whole lot of time to look at the NFL slate. What I did see, I didn't really like. There was a couple. I've got 3 down here. I got Carolina at Washington over 51.5, and that kind of goes in the what I said last week about any spread that or point total that's over 51 should be kind of looked at. But Washington's got a good offense. They can score points. They scored points against Baltimore. Carolina's got a terrible defense. Carolina's offense can score points. So I think that probably plays into it a little bit more. I could see that one hitting the over easier. The other games that I've got, Pittsburgh is a 1.5 point underdog at home.
Yeah,
against
I saw
the
that
Jets.
too. I like that one.
I didn't look into that very much.
I think
I really like that one.
I think that's the Devontae Adams effect. That's all it is.
Yeah.
No.
And it's not going to matter. He already has great receivers.
Right.
And they haven't done shit.
Right.
Hilarious.
Their offensive line is horrible.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. So I like Pittsburgh at 1.5 on that one. And then the other one I had This one kind of is a maybe if Marvin
I
Harrison
looked at
plays.
this too. Yeah.
If he doesn't play, I kind of maybe shy away from it because Arizona's offense just isn't as dynamic without him. But the Chargers and Cardinals over 43.5. 43.5 is I felt was a pretty low total for both of these
I
teams.
thought so as well. And the Chargers defense really isn't very good.
Right. They're only known for their offense at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. Both teams.
So I like the over. If Marvin Harrison Jr. is playing over 43.5, I'd be comfortable with that one.
I like it.
I mean, I like it either way, to be honest with you. But
I'm kind of in the same boat as Aaron. It's kind of like last week too. Nothing just really stood out to me.
Yeah, it's tough. NFL's hard, man.
And so, there's
so much parity.
So my first one, actually a pretty big matchup in the NFC North this week between Detroit and Minnesota. Minnesota's still undefeated, which baffles me, but they are. But Detroit is coming in after just trucking the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
Aiden Hutchinson is out, so that's a pretty big loss for their defense. The Vikings are they're a good team this year. They are. They really are, and they have a stout defense as well. But I like Detroit. I think they're going to stick with the Vikings. I think they can go toe to toe with them. They're plus 1.5 dogs right now, and I like the Lions plus 1.5 on that game. So, and then if the Vikings lose, I mean, if I had my pick between those two teams, I'm going to pick the Lions every time over the Vikings. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The hell with the Vikings. So
I like it.
And then they're like the Ohio State of pro football for me. So, just over the Chicago Bears, which are equally worthless. So. And then my other game, sorry, I had to look up what I wrote down earlier. Oh, yeah. Kansas City. Going to San Francisco. You can't bet against the Chiefs. They're 1.5 underdogs. It is an away game. It is in San Francisco. But Chiefs are just on a different level this year. They're playing out of their minds. Not out of their minds. I shouldn't say that. They've looked... okay. And so, but they always find a way to win. So they're
a lot of injuries on this team,
so
and they just keep winning.
Next guy up, and they get it done. So, and I think anytime you've got someone like Mahomes playing quarterback, you're always going to have a chance to win. And so, I like the Chiefs at plus 1.5 in that game as well. So, and I misspoke. I was going to take Detroit money line, not plus 1.5. Sorry, my fault. So Chiefs plus 1.5, Detroit Lions money line.
Got it. Awesome. All good picks. Yeah. Same boat. Not going to beat the dead horse on the tough picks here, but I went after the London game. Right, the London game Sunday morning is New England, Jacksonville. I like the under 43.5. These teams are horrible. So. The Jags are averaging 17.8 points per game over their last 10 games. And London games have gone under 6 out of the last 7.
Right.
Which doesn't surprise me because it seems like it's always a bad, just boring game. London games. Trevor Lawrence, he's regressing. He's getting worse. I don't know what's happening there. And on the Patriots side, all the road games have averaged 36 points per game since last season. Wow. Total. So I just, they're both struggling offensively. I know May is going to be having his second start, but I don't know. He's a rookie, second game. I don't know if I don't know what he's going to do. So I wouldn't call it a lock, but I kind of like that bet. Next one up, Houston, Green Bay. I like Green Bay to cover 2.5 points. I think Jordan Love's just getting into his groove. He's playing well. CJ Stroud's good as well. Nico Collins is done now for a few weeks. I think that's going to have a big impact. Expected points added per play is a thing that Pro Football Focus puts out there. So the higher you are, the better your offense is. And Packers have been steadily climbing with each game in the season, and they're now in the top 10 for EPA. And the flip side is Texans are 16th in EPA, and they've been steadily declining with each game. So their offense getting worse. Green Bay is going the opposite direction. I think they could cover 2.5 points. And then finally, Las Vegas at LA Rams. I like the Rams to cover 5.5 points. It's a home game. Las Vegas is imploding right before our very eyes. The Raiders have lost by 16 to the Broncos and 19 to the Steelers. Neither one of those are powerhouse teams. So I think the Rams are 1-4, but they've been playing everyone really tough. They might be getting Cooper Kupp back this week as well. So, and they're coming off a bye on top of it. So I think they come out and they're going to be ready to play. I think they just destroy the Raiders. So those are my bets. That's what I like.
All right.
Screw that Antonio Pierce fella.
Fuck Antonio Pierce. I will never take a Raiders bet.
I was waiting for that. I didn't think I was going to.
I know. I was trying to be nice. I'm already mad about. I'm mad about Jeff Sims is in my head right now, man. So
fair enough.
All right, so let's try to put this one to bed, guys. What do you guys see in that stands out?
Well, I like the under on the Sunday morning game. I think the stats don't lie on that one. So, but I did get burned with New England. I think last week. I can't remember who they played last week, but I was like, oh, it's got to be under. But it was a pretty low under too. It was like 38.5. So, but
30 something.
But I could see that. I could see that one hitting the under.
I like that Rams or Raiders.
I like
game.
that one too. So, but because the Raiders are a disaster right now. So,
and
especially if a 1-4 team is almost a touchdown favorite, that's not good.
Tells you a lot.
But and like Dennis said, I don't think the Rams are a 1-4 quality type of team.
Right.
They're better than their record.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, I like that one. Let's do that.
All right. Do you want to take that one?
Okay. Is that our one?
Okay.
Or do we want to do?
Is that our one, or do we want to do two? I don't care either way.
To do 25 on each. Just saying.
Well, if we could always do the 4, right, and then keep the one in the pocket, and then like you said, if we get closer to Sunday, look at the lines and go, oh, let's do one more.
We could do that.
Yeah.
I like it. Okay. So let's stick with these. Or is that what we want to do then? Las Vegas.
Run over. If we kick ass on Saturday and hit all 3, then
run over and drop one more. I like it. I love the bonus bet. The bonus bet's cool. Anyone got a buckets of cash this week before we sign off? Yeah, me neither. Man, that's tough. All right, so I'm going to recap here. Here's what we got, guys. So for college, Miami at Louisville over 59.5. Army to cover -17.5 versus ECU, and then Iowa State to cover -13.5 versus UCF. Good. And then the one NFL bet, Las Vegas at the LA Rams, and we're taking the Rams to cover -5.5.
That's 6.5.
Awesome.
Now, do we want to do
like
alt
a
spread
4-0 weekend? Oh, it has moved to 6.5.
We can do alt spread.
I think if we keep it at 5.5, then
okay.
Let's keep it at 5.5. I like 5.5. I could see a couple field goals there. Feels like that. Awesome. All right. Any parting shots from you, gentlemen?
Not really.
Okay. All right. Well, let's go get some wins.
Button.
Go Big Red this weekend too.
One more request, please subscribe, like, and follow, and help us continue to grow.
And we need to figure out how to get a
thank you, gentlemen.
An animation that says what do they know, like the more you know, like what do they know?
The more they know.
We need a graphic artist or graphic. I don't know whatever those people are that do animations.
I'm sure there's got to be a way to make one.
Yeah.
What do they know?
And we have to use our own voices to do it. Yeah.
And then we could all three sing it. Yeah.
All right, guys. I'm getting the hook. Got to bring the kids to dance. So thank you all.
Yep. Let's do it.
Let's go win some bets.
See ya. Woo.